Well, hi everyone. I'm John Retland, and this is my review of WWE Raw from the Performance Center. I want to start off with one thing before I start this review proper. Let's not do any Mania spoilers. They're taping it later this week. Let's just not do that. I mean, it's obviously circumstances have forced WWE to use multiple locations and small crews to make the show of shows happen, even though one could argue maybe they should have postponed it, but who knows if all this stuff's going to clear up or not. We all know what's going on. I give credit to WWE for trying to do this, but once again, let's not do the spoilers. Let's not be dicks. Let's just not do that. If we all need to, let's all just mute WrestleMania spoilers, WrestleMania 36 spoilers, and all that on Twitter if we need to. But guys, if you find out spoilers, don't tweet them out. Just don't. Don't be dicks. Anyway, so let's start off with Paul Heyman cutting a promo apparently from a shipping container. I don't know what the echo was about. I have no idea what was going on. But he goes over Brock's list of victims. Hogan, Rock, Cena, Undertaker. You know, they keep bringing up the whole thing about the Undertaker streak being broken. And there you go. The promo was fine. It was pre-taped. And I do give WWE credit for one thing. They did make the Performance Center look a lot better. It seems more like a little TV studio, filmed in front of no studio audience. But they made it look better by putting LED stuff in, where the chairs are. So it did look kind of cool, and they dressed it up, and they did the best they could with the cards that they were dealt. So we then have a video package from Drew McIntyre, and says he will Claymore everyone, apparently everyone. He's going to Claymore the ring crew. He's going to Claymore the cameraman. He's going to Claymore Vince. Claymore Kevin Dunn, and then we'll have a deal. There we go. So it's we go live to Heyman and Bork, the Bork Laser, the Bork man, and the Heyman, the advocate of the universe, as they're put it once. Talks about Drew, says it's just going to be another wannabe douche taken out by Brock Lesnar, and that, praying won't help him and this kind of stuff. It was a typical promo from Heyman, but he had some good lines in there. And WrestleMania is too big for one night. Okay, WWE can say something is too big for one night, yet when I say it, I'm asked to leave a hotel. Moving on. This was a typical promo. Not too bad. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Bork and Drew. It's definitely going to be interesting. And then they decided to show Cena versus Rollins versus Bork at the 2015 Rumble for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is a good match, but I mean, honestly, does anybody really need to see this? Did anybody really need to see this again? I get why they're doing it. They're doing it to fill time. They're like, hey, check out what Rollins, Cena, and, Bork did a number of years ago and what they could possibly do at Mania, 5 years older, and two guys not really giving much of a shit anymore. And I'm not referring to Rollins, though his choice of jackets has me questioning, what kind of fashion choices he's willing to make. Or is he letting Becky pick his outfits? Or is he picking them in the dark? I don't know. So the match was fine. It was a good match, but it's like at one point, I believe Michael Cole said John Cena is clapping saying it's over, meaning that Michael Cole knows that John Cena got the clap right there in front of everybody. I don't know how he did it, but that's a miracle. Then we show Styles and Taker recaps, and Taker, having his dong go off and nobody reacting except when he appeared behind Gallows and Anderson, and they popped because they realized, oh God, The Undertaker, he's right behind us. Taker looked like he wanted to literally be anywhere else. And then Styles and Gallows and Anderson are on the stage, and Styles is kind of promo and calling him Mark Calloway and all this kind of stuff, and mentioning the marriage and why in the world does Undertaker have a Twitter, and referred to how Undertaker looked ridiculous with stretchy pants, and he got lost not figuring all this stuff out or whatever. What are they? He's asking Gallows. Even though Anderson is the one that has the kids and the hot Asian wife, he might have mentioned that before, but, maternity pants. It's the maternity pants community. I'm not going to let that go, by the way. I'm not ever going to let that type of a joke go. So then they show Taker, Michelle, and a tiger by a pool talking about saving the tigers. The fuck is 2019? Or 2020, that is. What was 2019 and what is 2020? I really have no goddamn idea what wrestling is anymore. Why was Undertaker in a pool with his wife with a tiger right there? Yes, saving the tiger, saving animals is important, but how does that tie together? What is going on? Are we going to get Undertiger? That sounds like a superhero alter ego. This review is weird mainly because I don't really know how to fully review these shows without making some jokes. But then he challenges Undertaker to a boneyard match. which I assume is like a graveyard match. I'm not totally sure. But he said, it's going to be, you know, I'm going to bury your bone in the same plot that Michelle picked out when she buried your career. I might have misunderstood that line, but I think he talked about grabbing Big Evil's bone and burying it. Man, Styles is a little bit weird. And what the fuck is a boneyard match? Are they going to explain that? You know what? I hope they don't. I hope they actually leave it just totally open. We have no goddamn idea what's going on. So then we get Charlie interviewing Zelina Andrade and Angel Garza. The instant Angel Garza appeared, you could have wrung out Charlie's dress like a wet sponge. Good grief. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. And cool, okay. And she reacted to Angel Garza all, you know, flirty and everything, and it was fine. We then get Angel Garza and Andrade with Zelina Vega at ringside versus Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. This match was given a lot of time. There's only one of 3 matches. One that was a repeat, by the way, later. Not this one, but one later. This is a good tag match. Ricochet jumping before the bell starts, attacking everybody, and then Cedric running down there. And the Street Profits join on commentary, and essentially they just yell on commentary a lot. The good news about commentary, by the way, is there was no Jerry Lawler, so maybe we could just leave Jerry Lawler in the past where he should have fucking been, and he doesn't have to be anywhere near any WWE programming again. Seriously, Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton carried things on just fine. And there go the pants. Angel Garza tearing his pants off, much to the delight of everybody. I assume because he keeps tearing his pants off. I think Taichi did it first. But anyway, moving on. Street Profits making more noise on commentary. Cedric is very good at the graps. This was a pretty good match. If they want to make Cedric and Ricochet a full-time tag team, I'm all for it. Because apparently, whatever beard Ricochet cut off, Cedric put on his hair, or, you know, put on his goddamn head, because, good lord, his hair is bigger, and Ricochet looks like he's about half the age that, you know, he is. I think he's like, what, 31? And he looks like he's barely even like 16. It's absolutely ridiculous. But good for him, he wanted to shave his beard. And Andrade pinned Cedric. Cool. I mean, he could have been Ricochet for all I was like paying attention, but of course, Cedric taking the pin. I mean, neither Cedric nor Ricochet are really going to be used all that well, but it is what it is. Street Profits then face Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink, I believe is what they said his name was. He's 6'5", and he's like 250, 260. He's got some pretty good size on him. The match was fine. Shane Thorne, I totally forgot he existed, and I feel bad because he's not a bad worker at all, and Frog Splash 4-3. Hey, at least they featured some different people. I'll give them credit for that. I had no reason to really be invested, but hey, at least they got a chance to be on WWE Raw. We then get recaps of Truth beating Riddick Moss in the streets for the 24/7 championship. I realized the way I worded that probably wasn't all that good. It would have been better if he pinned him against a tree, because then Moss would have been against something with Moss on it. Don't ask me why my brain works this way, or how my brain works this way, or how words work, because I clearly don't know. We then get Charlie interviewing Shayna. This was not good, and Shayna is fine when she's given short burst promos. She threatened to bite Charlie, and then Becky hit her with a chair and walked off. Yeah, this wasn't very good. I think the match will actually be fine. Hopefully they dress it up and make it look good and everything, and they have fun with whatever location they use. But just seriously, yeah, it's a good thing they cut this off when they did. And then we get Alistair versus some jobber. A black mass for 3. It wasn't even a warning shot. Just one kill right there. Just that. Bam. Boom. Just got him right there. Totally wiped him out. Also, it was the same match that was taped for main event. I'm not kidding. The same way. If it wasn't the same match, it was acted out exactly the same way. Maybe they changed the graphics. I don't fucking know. But I don't know why they did that. That's the last match, by the way. We then get Rollins and Owens with something clattering while Kevin Owens is talking. It was really, really weird, and they talk history. And Rollins saying the Performance Center doesn't mean anything to him because he had already made it before the Performance Center was built. It was built on his blood, sweat, and tears. And Kevin Owens, Tommaso Ciampa, Gargano, so many others benefited from the groundwork that Rollins laid. And this is a pretty good promo. Rollins talks about his, list of accomplishments at WrestleMania, which, to be fair, are quite a few, and talks about how Owens has always failed and will fail again at WrestleMania 36. Good stuff. They then showed Charlotte versus Asuka Mania 34. I'm going to make it very, very clear right here that there are very few matches in WrestleMania history that truly anger me. There are few matches, period, that aren't like, absolute shitfests like Halloween Havoc 98 with Hogan and Warrior 2, Electric Boogaloo, or pretty much anything with Hogan in it, like post 97. Well, except for Sting versus Hogan at Starrcade. I'm going to get off of that. The whole point is there are very few matches that are really, really good that still irritate me because of what happened, at the end. And this one irritates me. And here's why. It ruined Asuka. Yes, she still got a championship run at the end of 2018 because Vince realized, crap, I've done everything I can to bury this Japanese talent, and people still like her. Then they did nothing with her championship run, and she lost it just before Mania 35 to Charlotte. And then is now, as part of the tag team champions. And hands up if you forgot the tag team championships even exist. I mean, and I love Asuka. She's great. Do not get me wrong. She's essentially bulletproof to bad booking, but they just don't seem to ever want to run with her, and it's disappointing. And honestly, the fact that Charlotte beat her, it was ridiculous. At least this is when Charlotte could emote, because my God, she did this freaking promo afterwards, and she's going to make history at WrestleMania 36. She's also going to star in the WWE Studios version of Mannequin, apparently. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why WWE forces any of their talents to get plastic surgery, men or women. I just don't fucking get it. It is such a detriment to so many talents. Men, women, it doesn't matter. That match still pisses me off to this goddamn day, and I fucking hate it. It's a great match, do not get me wrong, but that end was fucking bullshit. And then it was undercut by John Cena again. Oh, The Undertaker's here, and then he runs past Charlotte, completely undercutting the women. And Asuka was never the same. It's fucking stupid. We then also have Orton responding to Edge, goes over the history, says he's got grit. He's got grit. He's looking left. He's looking right. He's looking up. He's whirling towards freedom. If you get that reference, seriously, you guys are awesome. And says, well, you may be writing this story, but I'm going to write the last chapter of Mania, and I'm going to end this story. And there you go. That's it. That's pretty much the end for Raw. I'm not going to grade these until WWE gets back to being in front of crowds. Same with AEW, and same with that stuff. Was the show great? No. Was it bad? No. It was fine. It was fine, and again, they're doing the best they can with it, but yeah, showing the Charlotte Asuka Mania 34 match still pissed me the fuck off. It was fucking bullshit. Whoever came up with the decision to end Asuka's streak there should have been slapped. And it was probably Vince. But anyway, agree, disagree with what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. Well, I'm John Retlin. I will see you soon.